Hello, my imagery friends. I want to thank you for bestowing me with this beautiful award gift. It's absolutely magnificent, and I can't thank you enough for that. And I wish I could be there live with you sharing this message. I want to tell you a little story. Over 40 years ago, some friends of mine, when I was living in Southern California, said, "Hey, Eve, we're going to go see this psychic lady named Heather Lynn Lawn, and do you want to go with us?" And I thought, why not? And then they showed me her business card. On her business card, she had her name with the initials HB after that, standing for human being. And I thought, I'm sold on this lady. So we went to see Heather Lynn Lawn, and she was wonderful. And what I recall most about that meeting was she did imagery work with me. At one point, she asked me to imagine something that represented me. And before I could think about it consciously, this beautiful horse galloped into my consciousness. And when she asked what the horse had to say, it said to me, "You are strong and beautiful." Now, this is more than 40 years later, and I still remember that. There's not a lot I remember specifically about therapy sessions I had when I was going to therapy 40 plus years ago. But I remember that because it was so poignant, it was so powerful. It mystified me. Where did that horse come from? And I was shocked to hear its message to me because at the time I hated my body, and the last thing I would say about myself is that I was strong and beautiful. So it was really important for me. And that sold me on imagery. And after that, I began to learn everything I could about it, go to conferences, read, and practice with myself, and then eventually with my clients. And I believe that imagery is a bridge. It's a bridge to other parts of ourself that we're not consciously aware of. Those are many. It's a bridge to our shadow side. It's a bridge to our divine self, our higher self. It's a bridge to our subconscious programming. It's a bridge to our bodies. And so for me, the beauty of imagery is that it's a way to connect with these other parts, learn about them, learn from them, and in some cases choose to transform them, or or I should say, allow them to transform us and our idea about who we are. Now, I know as I share this, I'm really preaching to the choir, and I want to say a few words about Imagery International. You are a really special group of people. I have never been with a group that is so loving, so wise, so creative, so generous, so caring and compassionate. Uh, I could go on, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I am deeply touched by so many of you that I get to speak to, especially when we went to live in person conferences, and really impressed with how much you have worked on yourselves, how much self-awareness you hold, how open you are to learning and growing. And there's so many great, wonderful people in this group that I haven't even met yet, I'm sure. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of your group. And being part of Imagery International is really as good as it gets. So again, thank you very, very much for this beautiful gift, and I shall cherish it always.